Hey friends, welcome back. We're going to be doing some Thanksgiving tablescape ideas today. Super traditional color palette, using mostly things I already had aside from a few pumpkins that I got from Trader Joe's, and by a few I mean quite a few. But I wanted this to be super simple, give you some ideas for a really easy, beautiful setup for your Thanksgiving if you're hosting this year. We're gonna start with the centerpiece, and I love to use just like a piece of greenery down the center. This one was from Hobby Lobby. I believe it's only $15.99 brand new, so really, really inexpensive, especially if you catch it on sale. And I love that it's not a super bright green, it's a little bit softer, so it works very well for fall. And I'm adding in my thrifted brass candlestick holders. I did find a really great dupe for like vintage brass candlestick holders that I will link down below for you if you need to just buy a set. I think this is a set of 5 or 6 at a pretty decent price. So check down there if you need some of those, and we're gonna just kind of add these in, and then we're gonna go in, fill it out with some pumpkins. So if you've seen my previous fall decorating videos, you know that I typically go for a more deep, moody, or muted color palette. But in today's tablescape, I really wanted to do something a bit more traditional, bring those fall colors from outside that we love so much inside, and show you how I would do a more traditional color palette inside. So I wanted it to look like there was almost a little pumpkin patch down the center of our table. And I think one of the ways that I was able to bring in that orange without it feeling super overwhelming to me, somebody who doesn't love bright colors so much in my home, was to also incorporate those tiger striped pumpkins. So they have just a kind of a hint of orange on them. And I love the ones with the green speckling as well. I think that's really pretty and ties in the green from the garland. And then we still have our traditional orange pumpkins, but they don't feel so overwhelming because we've got a variety. And it wouldn't be one of my tablescapes without my signature fairy lights, so I am going to weave them through the pumpkins and the candlesticks one way, and then as I work back down the tablescape, I will just weave them the opposite direction. These needed new batteries, so they're really dim. Typically, they're a lot brighter and a lot more fun. They just add a little bit of magic to every tablescape. I also have to mention that I filmed this the day before Halloween, and I just was not ready to take down my Halloween decor. I worked really hard on it, and so you'll just have to excuse that that's in the background of our Thanksgiving video, but I know you guys don't mind. These bamboo charger plates I got from Hobby Lobby. They're perfect for a fall tablescape, just to bring that wooden natural element into our tablescape. Again, we're kind of doing something that feels very reminiscent of what we're seeing outdoors, and so I think these fit perfectly. Especially if you didn't have a wooden tabletop to work on, I think it would be even more important to have an element like this. And then I'm just using these clear plates that I got from Amazon. Unfortunately, they have been sold out, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep linking them. That way you can go and save the item and check back on it, but they're the only ones that I have found for such a good price. It was 6 for around $25, and they're gorgeous. And then of course I'm gonna be using my Anchor Hawking glass goblets. If you didn't notice, I've completed both of my sets now. I actually have more than I need, but these are gorgeous. You can find these in thrift stores and Facebook Marketplace. I have just been collecting them for a while and I love them. Really, all of this glass I think is so classic, fits in with any tablescape, and the lights reflect beautifully off of them. So I continuously use them, but you know what? I don't think you need to buy new things for every single tablescape. You can reuse the same things that you have and create something totally different and beautiful. after I finished this tablescape, I thought, you know what, I should have put a white table runner down the center just to elevate it a little bit. So I wanted to show you, this being another option, how just adding in another element can kind of shift and change what it looks like. We're gonna move on to our next one now, and you can see that my fairy lights are already in the greenery. What we're gonna do is super simple. We're going to create a centerpiece here of just like a couple of bigger pumpkins and then put a bunch of little pumpkins in, kind of like we did before, but no candlesticks in this one. So super easy. If you don't have the candlesticks, you wanna do something similar, just buy a bunch of pumpkins and throw them in the center over a garland and some lights. And I think this turned out really beautifully as well. I'm gonna keep it very short and sweet. I'm not going to drag out putting all of my plates out and everything. You guys kind of already saw how I arranged things, so we're going to quickly set this table and I'll give you a view of it. To give this one a little vintage flair, I went ahead and used my tarnished silver trays. You could do the bamboo ones with this one. I mean, obviously everything's interchangeable, but yeah, I like the way this one turned out as well. I think this is super simple, great for like a kid's table because the centerpiece is just like a bunch of pumpkins. I hope that you guys got some inspiration from today's video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and we'll see you very soon in a brand new video. We're gonna be getting the house ready to go and then decorating for Christmas. You don't wanna miss out.